Okay, this is actually a third video. I made two videos on this place out here, Silverdale Shores. But this is a third video because I wanted to make a couple other notes. One was to confirm where we would bring the concrete in. So in the first two videos, I had shown this courtyard area, and this was the area for stamped concrete. God, it's beautiful out here, by the way. Let you take that in. There you go. All right. Anyways, right out here where that tree is, I was parked there in the first two videos. We could run that line pump down here. Well, we could also go over to the left side of this big tree, over by the corner of that building. It's paved over there, so we could run that line pump right down through here too, to get to this area. Okay, and on that stamped concrete, I put a sample of what the stamp looks like that they would like to get for this area. So we need to call, I forgot the name of the company, darn it. Jamie, need to get a call and a price for the stamp that I've got in Google Drive for this. And then what we'll do is we're going to give that stamp to Eric Jensen so they can have it here at the condos in case they want to do some more stamped concrete. So we will charge them for that stamp. And in the bid, we're going to say stamp to be approved and signed for by Eric Jensen. Okay, so there we go. That was just another note on that. The other thing I want to make sure is that the that the customer gets this buried in conduit, that wire. It needs to be buried. You got an open box here, and you've got the wiring that goes down there. Granted, I know they'll probably do that, but we just need to make sure that they do that before we come out and do this work, because the lights do now work, and that's why they had that wire exposed. Okay, so if you walk over, that's a separate mobilization. So over here in my other video, I started to talk about this concrete step area, and I just met with Joe out here. You can see we got this post that comes down, but this will be a separate mobilization to do this repair. We got this gate, and that would be our entrance point to bring in, wheelbarrow in and wheelbarrow out the concrete. Okay, so you've got this area out here that we can use and park at. We'll probably have to block some of this off so people don't park here for the moment. That's where we could run in, bring the mix in here, take out the damaged stuff. I already gave a measurement to this, but now what I want to do is I want to add the removal of these steps. So what we have to do is we need to do a saw cut right here. Saw cut this, saw cut up to here, and then saw cut up to there. This staircase is not attached, it's detached, but we want to leave this area right in here as a strengthening point for this post. So this is going to stay, and this little bit here is going to stay. We want to leave this here, we want to leave it alone. But as we go to saw cut that, before that we need to get a 10-foot 4x4 post and cut it so that it fits. Actually, probably get a 12-foot. Get a 12-foot 4x4 post, cut it, and then brace it right here, right next to that other post, and on the concrete. Okay, to there. Brace that. Apparently, Eric has done this before. Our Eric. But brace that. Make that saw cut. Probably have to chip out a little bit over here. Take the whole staircase out, and instead of doing the saw cut like I said in the previous video, we're just taking this all out. And then what we'll do is form just outside the step here, so it'll be just to the outside of it. We'll form it, and then that way when we pour the concrete back, that whole original foundation will be buried in it. We'll do 8-inch steps So do an 8-inch step, 8-inch step in there. So this is an additional, roughly this is like an additional 4 feet. Let's say 5 feet right here. And then let's make this concrete here 6 inches in depth when we pour it back. Right now it's not. So let's put it back as thicker concrete. That way you know it's going to hold up. So 6 inches, actually 6 inches of concrete that we'll put back. We'll make 8-inch steps here. All right. I think that was it. That's all I needed to add to this third video was what we're going to do here. And basically, yeah, this area right here, let the concrete guys decide how they want to blend this in, but the staircase, the steps will stop right here. They'll snap in a line right here, and then with this area, they can fill it in. They can bring it all the way out from the top of the staircase out to here if they want and pour it in. Whatever looks best, but the steps will stop right here and go up and then jog over. Okay, I think that does it.